Hi, I'm Kim Goyette, and I'm so glad you're joining me for Yoga with Meditation Mutha. Today we're going to be doing heart openers in a Yin style practice. So let's get started.
Yoga for everybody with Meditation Mutha.
So we are going to start in a comfortable seat, so you can kind of scoot your bottom out of the way, rock from right to left. Feel free to have your legs extended out in front if that's more comfortable for you. And we're just going to start by rolling the shoulders back. So just a small movement, rolling the shoulders back, feeling that sensation of the chest and heart opening. Good. One more time around. And then we'll bring the arms straight out to the side, palms face forward. Bring your hands a little bit lower than your shoulders and then drag the hands back. So even though this might look simple, it could be a pretty big opener for some of us. And that is because our whole world is having our shoulders roll forward when we type, when we drive, when we carry things. And so this might feel pretty challenging. I feel it in the center of my palms from hand to hand. So here we're dragging the hands open, and now let's flip the palms up and just notice a different sensation in the heart, in the chest and shoulder connection, and then drag the thumbs back, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other. Close the eyes and just take a few breaths into your heart center. Take a nice inhale here. And exhale. Good, do it again. Inhale. And exhale, release the hands all the way down. Pause for a moment, just notice any sensations in the arms. So we're starting to move stuck energy. So you might feel some warmth or tingling. Very normal when we're opening up areas that we don't normally focus on. Let's bring both fingertips behind the head, elbows point out to the side. Gently bring your chin up towards the sky, and then again, draw the elbows back so that the shoulder blades come together. Belly lifts in and up, lift the ribs up, and just take a nice deep breath into your heart center. Expanding from elbow to elbow, and on an exhale, softening. Again, inhale. This time, exhale, left hand comes to the ground. So we're continuing with the right elbow drawing back, and we're just gonna bend the left arm and tilt over to the side so that the right elbow points up towards the sky. And then turn your heart a little bit more. It's a gentle twist. And you might feel a nice opening in the upper right part of your chest. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, both fingertips back behind the head. And then let's drop that right hand down. Good, and lean over to the right side. And then a gentle twist, the heart turns up towards the sky, elbow drags back. I can feel this all the way into my armpit. So your hands, your arms, your armpit, chest and shoulders, and of course your heart are all connected to the heart chakra. So it's important to open up all these areas. Come back to center and then relax the hands all the way down. Close the eyes and just notice. So I'm going to turn sideways. You can stay where you are. I'm going to have my feet planted on the ground. Knees are bent and hands are behind the legs. And just give a little inhale. Lift the chest up. Lift your low belly up to support your back, and just notice with that subtle movement how the whole front body opens. So posture, when we are going through our day, good posture is very important. That heart opening posture with support in the core. And then we're going to relax our hands all the way back behind us so that the fingertips point towards the body. Scoot yourself up a little bit and then bend the elbows. So leaning back, knees are bent, feet flat on the mat. Draw your elbows towards each other. So again, you might feel a nice opening in the front of the shoulder, and then push into the hands, straighten the arms, lead with the chest. Yeah, so feel that chest-shoulder connection. If you want, you can raise your chin up just a little bit to open up the throat. And then start to breathe some space into the heart center. Take a nice inhale here. And exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows, lean back, walk the hands in, and sit for a moment. You can rest your arms in front of you. Gently close the eyes. Notice any sensation in the hands, the arms, the chest. Good. Let's come all the way down onto our belly so we can scoot ourselves back and come to hands and knees, and then slowly lower all the way down. Stack your hands one on top of the other. Lift your right leg up and then scoot it all the way back and plant it down. Same thing with the left leg. So get really long, lift it up and plant it all the way down. Separate your feet from right to left a little bit and roll the ankles wide so that there's lots of space in your low back. Come up onto the forearms. Elbows are just a little bit in front of the shoulders. Palms face down. We're going to press into the forearms to start. Lift your belly and then feel like your elbows are dragging back. We're opening up the whole front body. Notice my shoulder heads are rolling back. So we roll the shoulder heads back. The shoulder blades come down the body. Get a nice inhale here. And then we're going to actually drop into the shoulders a little bit. So drop down into the shoulders and then relax your head forward. Opening up the back of the neck for a moment as we lengthen the front body. Good. Take a few more breaths here. And slowly lower all the way down. Stack the hands. Let's move our entire body to the left side of the mat. So we're going to scoot our whole body over to the left. And then take your right arm out to the side, palm face down, and your hand is lower than the shoulder. If your shoulders are a little tight, you might want to bring your hand a little bit lower. And we'll play with that for once we get into the posture. Take your left hand and plant the hand next to your chest. Push into the hand and roll to the side. Stack your hips one on top of the other. My left hand is planted. My right arm is extended. And if you want, you can walk those right fingertips away from the shoulder. Start getting a nice opening in the front body. And then the top leg, you can either plant the foot behind you or in front, or just keep your legs stacked, whatever feels best for your body today. Close the eyes, and we're going to be here for several breaths. Just noticing where there might be some congestion or gripping. And as we exhale, maybe softening more towards the earth. If you feel like you want a little bit more sensation in the shoulder, you can wiggle your fingers up a little higher, not past the shoulder, but just towards the parallel to the shoulder. And take a few more breaths here. And then slowly roll onto your belly and then stack your hands one on top of the other. Rest for a moment. Tune into any sensations, noticing differences between right and left. Then move your whole body to the right side of your mat. And we're going to plant that right hand on the mat, reach that left hand out to the side. The palm is lower than the shoulder, and then roll to the side. Stack your body, one hip on top of the other. And then if you want, you can walk the fingertips on the left side out away from your shoulder. Good. And then if you want, you can do anything with the legs. Keep the legs stacked or foot in front or behind, whatever feels good for you. Good. Close the eyes. And start to use your breath to dissipate any congestion in the shoulder, in the chest. Take a nice inhale here. And exhale. Do it again. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Roll over onto the belly. Stack the hands one on top of the other. And come back to center, just noticing any differences from right to left. Nice. And then roll over onto your back. Bend the knees, feet flat on the mat, arms come along your side. And we're going to do a final posture, a low bridge pose. So palms face down. Arms are along your side, and let's bend the elbows so that the palms face each other. Press the backs of the arms into the mat and notice the chest lifting off the mat. So there's a slight arch right here. Good. You may want to stay here. Maybe this is enough for you. Or if you want, keep the backs of the arms pressed into the mat and lift the hips up off the mat. Good. So now we're in a bridge posture. Push into the feet, down and forward, and notice maybe the hips lift up a little bit more. Good. Take a nice breath here. And then move the hips more towards your heels to slowly lower all the way down. Relax the arms. So we can do the same exact low bridge pose if you want, with the elbows bent, pressing in to the backs of the hands, or you can grab the edges of your mat and we'll push into the feet, lift the hips up off the mat, and then pull on the mat towards your feet. You might feel a nice lift. Lifting the hips, chest moves towards the face. Knees are parallel to each other. Feet push down and forward. Just using that leverage, holding onto the mat. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale, move your hips more towards your heels to slowly lower down. Relax the arms all the way down. Good. So we'll do one more like that. You can choose the first option or the second option, or the third option is press into the backs of the arms, lift the hips up, and then walk the shoulder blades more towards each other. And if you want, you can either keep your arms here or clasp the hands underneath you. Press into the fists and the back of the arms. Good. Take a few breaths here. We're opening up the shoulders. Chin moves towards the chest. Chest moves towards the chin. Push down and forward with the feet to lift the hips. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale, release the hands and push forward with the hips and slowly lower down. Excellent. A little bit more effort than in a typical Yin class, but it's a great way to open up the chest and shoulder connection. Let's hug the knees into the chest. We're going to rock from side to side, massaging the low back. We did a lot of heart openers and modifications to back bend. So now we're going to do the opposite, more forward foldings. So let's come with the knees back to center. Plant one hand on each knee, and on an exhale, draw the knees into the chest, really opening up the low back. And on an inhale, push the knees away. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Inhale, push the knees away. Good. A few more times like that. Exhale. And inhale. Nice. Last time, this time exhale, hold. Lift your head and chin up towards the knees. Look at your toes. Good, really rounding in, neutralizing the spine, bringing it back to center. And then relax all the way down, plant the feet. Bring your arms along your side. Close the eyes for just a moment and tune into how you feel. Let's roll over to one side and come all the way up to seated. And we're going to finish the practice with a little bit of heart-centered breath work. So we'll bring the hands to heart center, and we're going to do a breath that focuses on the inhale by segmenting the inhale. When we focus on the inhale, we focus on expanding the front body so it aligns with the heart opening. So we're going to inhale for 2, open up the arms out to the side. Inhale for 2, arms overhead, and if it's not attainable, you can keep them wide. And then exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, open up the arms. Inhale, 2, arms overhead. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, gently close the eyes. Inhale, 2, hold. Inhale, 2, arms overhead. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, hold. Inhale, 2, hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, hold. Inhale, 2, hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, hold. Inhale, 2. The last time, inviting all the energy of the universe down into your heart. And pause. Let's bow the mind to the heart and just thank yourself for being here today, for noticing what you need in this moment. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm Kim Goyette, your meditation mother. If you like this video and you want to be the first to receive weekly videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Yoga with Meditation Mutha. And if you want to learn about yoga retreats happening all around the world, please check out my website at www.meditationmutha.com. Thanks so much. See you next time.